Hello, hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? Welcome in. Who we got in chat? I see Christy, I see Blaze, and I see Stormbum. How y'all doing? Welcome in. Right, today we're doing Blaster Master 02. How's everyone been, though? I've been pretty good myself. Today was a kind of just some minor productivity. Just kind of did some cleaning up in my room, cleaned up a bit more downstairs. You overdid on chips last night? I did as well. I was feeling it after D&D. I was definitely feeling it in my body. I'm just like, you've made grave mistakes there, Mr. Man. Suffer the consequence of your actions. Yeah, I kind of did some cleaning. Recorded like an episode of the multi-game marathon. And then just kind of took a power nap. Really what I did today was just power nap. And you know what? I feel good for taking a power nap. It's a good thing every once in a while. But how's everyone else's days been, besides Christy overdosing on chips? No, I need that... I actually need that lid to get cleaned off my desk. I'm out of lids. Oh, come back here. Come here. Ah. Oh, come on. Bastard. Come here. Hightail? I've been hearing about Hightail. I know a bunch of people have been playing it. So it's like Minecraft? But I am hopeful. I believe you can get it back, Christy. I believe in you. You'll get that engineering license one day. But, actually, that reminds me. I do have something I need to do. So, because of one of my main gimmicks of the swear jar, I counted up how much I actually had to pay out. Because at the beginning of the month, assuming I have money, because life stuff comes first before this thing, I actually have to pay out a gifted sub. You've earned enough money for one gifted sub, so let me go do that. Getting Masters and Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising and life stuff. I gotta play Grand Blue again at some point. We're doing Blaze Strangers this month, but I'm definitely thinking about doing Grand Blue next month. Like my fighting game of the month. So give me 1 second. I gotta get over to the YouTube stream. I know, no music. Give me a second. Just hang with me here. Why you do this when I'm going to sleep? I'm sorry, Cloud. But y'all did earn a whole gifted membership with my calling me out for my swearing, so here you go. Highlander received the gifted membership. Good stuff. But don't worry, Cloud, the VOD will always be there. Or you can just watch it while you're just cruising to sleep. But I suppose enough dillying and enough dallying. Let's get on to Blaster Master 02. Why do you have a shield? I think that's for the gift sub, not for the gift sub, for the mods. Yeah, there's the redeem. If you go look at the Streamlabs, there's the swear jar redeem. You click that to call me out for swearing, and if you actually catch me on a swear, I add a quarter to the jar. But if you redeem it and I did not swear, I take a quarter out of the jar. There's the whole little game going on during this year. But either way, let us begin. I'm super excited to be doing this. I've been dying to do this as soon as we started. As soon as we finished Blaster Master 01. Jason Frudnick, a young luminary in the field of robotics. Look at Fred. Fell into a deep underground world in pursuit of a strange creature. Waiting for him in that subterranean landscape was a lone vehicle. Everything sound alright, guys? The interplanetary all-terrain battle tank Sophia III served as his only means of resisting the horde of mutants that relentlessly attacked him as he traversed the unfamiliar world. Okay, good, thank you. Aboard Sophia III, he set out in search of the creature Fred. On his journey, Jason encountered Sophia the Third's support droid, Eve. It made his blaster rifle emit a glorious light. They work together in search for Fred and battle the mutants, forming a deep bond in the process. They managed to locate the mutant core in interdimensional space, and by defeating it, saved the Earth from its impending calamity. However, it was not long before they faced another crisis. During the battle with the mutant core, a parasite infected Eve. A few mutant cells remained inside her and began to corrupt her body. Jason searched for a cure, but he could find no treatment on Earth. So he hopped aboard the newly built G Sophia with Eve and Fred and left the Earth behind as they set off on an interplanetary voyage. He had faith that a cure existed on Eve's home planet, Sophia. And that's our setup for Blaster Master 02. Very exciting stuff, very ominous stuff. So, first off, I guess I should explain... Hey, Pickles, how you doing? I guess I should explain this ridiculous name of Blaster Master 02. What do you mean 02? This is stupid for a name. So, originally when this was made, the first Blaster Master 0, Sunsoft and Indie Crates decided about a sentient car again. I just might. Sunsoft and Indie Crates decided we were going to make a sequel to this no matter what. But they decided to give... Because originally it was going to get a different name. But because they decided, hey, we're going to make this a direct story sequel to Zero, they gave it the stupid name of 02. I just feel like doing this. Doing good today? I'm doing pretty good. Either way, let's get started. I hope I got my save delete yeah for the practice file. Alright, chat. 1 through 18. What file are we picking? I might make you feel sad about Pacificard. You know, it kind of gives me the sads. It does. Do you need your IP address? Oof. Give me a number, 1 through 18. What are we picking? Whatever I see first, we're picking. Seven, got it. Dormon got it, I saw 7 first. At least on my screen. Now arriving on planet Plusset. Phew, that was close. We touched down right before our energy ran out. Eve, is the Gaia system holding up? Yes, SP was properly converted upon impact. The Gaia system is a brand new system Eve and I invented for G Sophia. Using the impact from a landing, the planet's energy flow is absorbed, and then converted to SP. In theory, it should allow for limitless planetary exploration. However, the landing wasn't as smooth as we had hoped.
You do need another drink.
Alright, give me a second. Also, how you doing, Alan? Welcome in. The hover function was damaged by the shock. But at least we can still drive around as normal, thankfully. We'll have to fix the hover function if we want to leave from... Blossite. I can...
Bustin' makes me feel good.
First we ran out of energy, and now we've got a system failure. I knew it'd be tough, but geez, space travel is something else. Not all bad, Jason. I've already got a reading on repair materials. I'm also picking up life forms. We better be careful out here. Roger that. Let's proceed with caution. Alright then. Also, Bale. Yeah, I saw that Bale was getting a origin story, which is kind of cool. I'm actually a little excited for that. Alright then.
My main goal is to blow up.
Blow up. Hello, Keaton. Ow. I mean, 7 also works. Anyways, if you go look at the Streamlabs redeems, just like in Blaster Master 0, we have a redeem. You can have me call Eve at any time because we have Sophia. She can jump, she can shoot. She is missing all of her upgrades though, which is a little concerning. But, as before, Fred's here, and we can call Eve at any time for a chit-chat. Because despite in her current state, Eve's always ready for a chit-chat still. Oh, it is really something. Huge rocks are floating in the air. There seems to be a unique type of mineral beneath the surface. There's a negative force on those rocks, causing them to float. What a fascinating material. I'll have to collect some later. Must have been a powerful explosion at the core to cause the planet's surface to break up like this. I'd bet anything that the mutant invasion was responsible for this. Mutants are cosmic parasites. They consume life forms and resources. And with enough time, will even exhaust and destroy stars. In order to fight the mutants spread throughout the universe, Eve's home planet Sophia created the MA Metal Attacker series of battle tanks. My old tank, Sophia III, was the first in that series. Thanks to Sophia, Earth was saved, but mutants have surely destroyed countless other planets across the vast universe. No matter how strong the metal attackers are, there's no way they could protect every planet in the universe. Even so, Eve will be different. I will save her, no matter the cost. But yeah, it's still Blaster Master. Stuff's pretty simple, so yeah, Eve's still here. We can call her anytime if you wish. She'll yap your ear off, because, again, girl loves to yap. But as for the main differences between... I got more plot, never mind. There are mutants on this planet. That mutant shell looks like it can deflect Sophia's main cannon. Use your missiles to knock off the shell before you attack. Alright, I'll give it a try. Sub-weapons, yep. Yep, thank you, game. I'll talk about it. So the blue meter, or slasher SP, doesn't actually auto-refill in this game like it did in the first Blaster Master 0. So you might be wondering, how do I get my SP and energy back to use more of my abilities? Well, that's what the G in Sophia stands for. Gravity. Or, you know, Gaia, but gravity's funnier. Because when you're landing from high heights, you get your stuff back. So the game really wants you to be maneuvering a bunch with your tank in this game. It doesn't want you just kind of sitting there just holding the attack button as much. Which I think is a very good system. I actually really like the G system, and I'm so happy to be using it. As nice as the auto refill is, the Gaia system is just so much better. Sensors are picking up an item right below us. Seems like a cave. Sophia won't be able to enter. Let's find a safe spot for me to hop out and look around. Be careful, Jason. I wish I could go with you. You're just suppressing the mutant corruption. Until we can find a cure, you won't be able to leave Sophia. The mutants are dangerous, but so is the planet itself. The surface is very uneven, so look before you leap. I will. Breaking my legs won't let me recover any energy, unfortunately. Very funny. If anything comes up, give me a call through my icon on the subscreen. Sophia, offer some advice if you need it. Thanks, Eve, I'll be counting you, but get some rest too. Yeah, I will. Also, if you can't find your way back, use the Fred icon. Ribbit. I love that Fred's back. Fred's best boy. So yeah, Fred actually gets a gameplay function now instead of just being the ribbit button. Although I am sad you don't have the ribbit button anymore. So, we'll explain Fred in a moment. Let me get to Jason real quick, because Mr. Frudnick over here is pretty easy to explain right now. He works exactly the same. He has not changed at all from Blaster Master 01. He has his little gun, he can jump, he can still break his legs from falling from too high, so be careful with him. Mr. Frudnick is not very gifted by gravity. He unfortunately still has those terrible little legs that I hate. But let's get to the top-down section. Because this is where Jason got a big upgrade in. Watch put melons on stream. My melons will be there later. If you're waiting for the thing, Marquez, you're gonna have to wait for like at least one stream, maybe two. But anyways, mechanically, right now we still have the same little mechanics in the first game. So at level 1 we have our little pea shooter. Level 2 we have this thing, which I think pierces and holds a shot for a while. If it also goes through walls. TPA 3 years retirement. We have our standard grenades, but let's go show off the new thing that gives Jason a nice new edge in this game. The blast counter. So as you get shot, you can hit whatever button it assigns to your game. You can actually do a counter shot for high damage and also good stuns. It basically improves a lot of Jason's combat abilities to be significantly more interesting than he was in 1. Also, yeah, Jason actually got a move on now, which is really nice. Other than that, let's get to our next weapon. We have this, which is a very good spread. It does a lot of, it just kind of hits a bunch of range, but as you see, the longer you hold it, the smaller and smaller the spread gets. This thing, I kind of think it's called Enemy Chaser. I forget what it's actually called. Seeker. If you shoot an enemy with it, it will stick onto them and just kind of do a bunch of damage, which is good. The barrier, this is back from Blaster Master Zero original. It's a barrier. It's kind of okay. It's honestly kind of forgettable. Then we got a whip. We now have a pretty close range attack, which does pretty okay damage from what I remember. Map A. Area map of Planet Flossite. And planetoids in nearby space can be... Yep, thank you. Just like my... Hey, wait a minute. But yes, Fred now has a more of a gameplay function. They wanted to make Mega Man Z, so... I mean, considering this is the Gunvolt devs, they have... We can now use Fred to just teleport right back to Sophia, which helps a ton. The less platforming you have to do as Mr. Frudnik, the better. Love Mr. Frudnik, but man, Frudnik's, I like Frudnik, I hate his legs. There we go, good. What is it? Oh yeah, let's actually show this off real quick because we have a moment. If you actually run out of SP, you will actually go into burnout, which turns off all your secondary things. You can hover or do any of that, and you have the little pea shooter, so be very careful with your SP, otherwise you're going to be in burnout and it sucks. But besides landing from the ground, another way to actually refill SP with Sophia is actually take damage. I don't particularly recommend this because, hey, a bullet to the leg kinda sucks. But in a pinch, you can get some SP back from that. It's kind of a consolation prize, if that makes sense. Give me that. Give me that. When my SP battery dies. Ooh, wait, gimme. Play Sonic Advance. Honestly, I'll admit this. I think the little pea shooter that you get at the beginning of the game is actually not a bad weapon in this game. Not gonna say there aren't better weapons, because there are, but for what it is, it's honestly not particularly bad. Talk about SF6 for a moment. Get out of here. Yeah. And they can be caught in their own crossfire from other counter shots. Genuinely love the blast counter, by the way. It's such a fun mechanic. Oh, we got a thing. We got a charge shot. Let's go. This is a charge shot. You know how Mega Man's charge shot works? Yeah, you just have that. I'm getting so close. Give me my power up, please. I want the funny weapon that we all know exists. Let me show it off. Ah. Yeah, thankfully this game is a lot better than Blaster Master Zero was about, like, hey, making you play the game. You actually have to play the game a lot more in this game. That, thank you. I think if we get another pink, yeah! And here we go. So, do you remember the last game when I talked about Wave Beam? We got Wave Beam back. We have Wide Beam. It's basic. It's almost just as good. But I think we'll let Eve do a quick little explanation on this. Eve, can you tell me about Wide Beam, or are you going to tell me about something else? We're actually going to get lore, okay. Eve, how are you feeling? Kind of like rah-rah? That's not quite what I was asking. I think being in space is helping my condition just a bit. Oh, so rah-rah means you're feeling good. Glad to hear it. Eve, tell me about Wide Beam, please. No, she tell me about the blast counter. A blast counter is a powerful counter attack. It only perform when the enemies are defenseless or about to attack you. Press the counter button when you see the marker appear. Your nerve fibers weaved into my suit and cape are able to detect their attacks, and my helmet displays the marker for me. It's an invaluable new tool for fighting the mutants. However, if you don't have enough CP, you won't be able to perform a blast counter. So keep close tabs on your remaining resources. Slowly restore over time, but I can also refill it by blasting enemies with the G rifle. Right, higher gun levels will restore even more CP most of the time. Also, when your splasher or wide blaster have lost power over time, a single blast counter will restore them to full strength. Trying to miss any chances to blast counter. So yeah, all those weapons where they'll deteriorate over time, so like this one where it gets smaller, this one where it gets smaller. If you land a blast counter, they just instantly get set back to max the power again. So again, they really want you hitting these counters. At level 8, Wide Blaster. With its large attack area and piercing shots, it's very easy to use in any situation. Before you think, this is so overpowered. Let me remind you that continuous fire will gradually reduce its power. If your old blaster rifle had this safety feature, it wouldn't be broken. Now would it? We don't know how long this journey will last, so it's better this way. When the wide blast power drops, it will recover after a while, but the energy expelled from a blast counter will charge it right up. So yeah, they literally joked about just the last game with Wave Beam, just hammering the hell out of Wave Beam till just everything died. Like, yeah, no, in lore, that's what happened. In actual lore. But yeah, Wide Beam. Basically just as good as Wave Beam. You just gotta actually play a little better. Here's why. How you doing? Which I actually really like. I really like how they handled it in this game. It's still very good, but it rewards you for very good play and picking up on things. What's this a map of? These would be coordinates of a resource planetoids in this sector of space. We'll need resources for our journey. They might be out of the way, but let's search for them after we leave this planet. Yeah, we don't exactly have a lot of time, but it would be a huge mistake to rush this journey through outer space. Hey, Dreadflame, how you doing? Let's go back to the tank. Okay, am I about done with tutorial stuff? I think I'm about done. I think I'm finally done with some of the tutorial stuff. I think I can finally just get to playing normally. I can shut up about tutorials finally. Want to know something? I would like to know something. Tell me something. This one? Yeah, okay. Build the Tetris blocks. Ooh. Up and over. These stupid bugs that I hate. Ah! Bugs everywhere! Never been to Europe, nor outside of my country, and in case you're wondering, I'm not American. I see. That one? Nope, come on. Hold the shot. Yeah, you can still hold R to hold your shot, or do a diagonal. It's very helpful. Carefully. What's over here? Is this where progress is? I feel like I'm going very much the wrong way, but we're here. Let's go. Oh, no! No, Mr. Product, what do you got in here? Oh, one of these levels where you have to, like, build the bridge. Yeah, and you can still just hold the button and go. These Mega Man vibes. Is this also made by Capcom? No, this is Indie Creates and Sunsoft. But I definitely understand the Mega Man vibes. I fully get it. Like, you're not very far off on those vibes. Considering these are the Gunvolt devs and the Galgun devs, but that factoid isn't relevant till later in the game anyways, but... We'll smash that bridge when we get to it. Yeah. And yeah, just like in the last game, despite how powerful Wide and Wave Beam are, they are the first to go whenever you get hit, so do be careful. Totsugeki! Why do you wish to send me to SeaWorld? Okay, back up. Oh, I really want a thing that we get later that we had from the first game, just to give you one hit of grace. I don't know why one of my favorite things in this game is to do is just, while I'm just in random areas running around, just hold the strafe button just because it's just funny. Oh wait, there's a path up here. What does this give me? Hey, there's what I'm looking for. Top off our gun. Using water spiking. I have not. Oh, I think I've seen like a little bit of, but I've not seen anything. Because water levels are the best innovation in gaming. It's gaming innovation ever. Why do you wish to hurt me, Keaton? Well, why do you wish for me to feel pain? Carefully. Go, 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 go. Are we good here? We don't need to go up. Yeah, we're good. There's a boss mutant here. What is the boss of this area? I don't remember. Yeah, it's been a little while since my practice playthrough as well, just like Blaster Master Zero original. I'm gonna eventually call it Blaster Master Zero 1 just because, but... Oh, it's this guy! Warning! The Layer of Mind Might. And just like in the last game... Thank you for the art, by the way, Aloe, for it. So let's give Eve a quick call, see how she's doing. See what she gotta think. It's best not to chase after speedy enemies like this one. Maybe there's a chance for a blast counter. Try to create an opening to attack. I've also been reducing the time on the Swear Jar and Eve's Redeem. I gotta do the rest of them. But I am gonna be going back to reducing the time it takes to get some of them. Looks like Mine Turtle help. I think I get hit the worst time. Come on, you can do it. Because what you're really meant to do here is you wait for him to put down a grenade, get a blast counter, and then he's forced to come to the center. Oh! And you can mostly deal with him that way. I did take a little bit more of an aggressive approach than I should have, but it's fine. I feel like my Twitch chat is loading stuff in weird paths. HPBS never fails. It happens every time. Proximity mine, a landmine that automatically explodes when enemies draw near. I found a new sub-weapon. It feels like forever since I got a new one. Using the right sub-weapon can make a world of difference in battle. Count the weapon's attributes in the enemy's movements when choosing which weapon to use. Well, let's quickly show off that sub-mine, because I think if it's like how it is, yeah, you just have a little grenade, you can put it down. Then you walk over, it gets hurt. Not a bad thing to use. But if I remember correctly, it's one of the sub-weapons I basically use the least. Again, I'm sorry for more tutorial stuff, it's kind of what I do. As per usual, if Jason goes back at Sophia, Jason's back at full health. So life's good. There's just so many bugs. Thankfully, leaving here is pretty easy for Mr. Frudnick and Sophia. Oh no, get out. Oh, we got 1 HP. I'd rather not die in the first area, but there's a fair chance I'm gonna. There, hey, look at the double. Either way, not too bad. We just, again, get sent back to the last area we did something in, so... Not the biggest concern. Come here. What do you mean I'm wrong? Ow. Carefully. Alright, kind of attempting to focus in a little bit to make sure I'm not just falling everywhere. Okay, so I gotta get up there, which means what? I guess I could talk a little bit about the mutant designs. Namely, that one crawling around in that weird-looking tank thing. So, interestingly, I'll have to get the image up here in a little bit, but that mutant is specifically based off of Sophia. This is from Sophia Zero from the first game, even whenever the Mutant Overlord took over. Or the Mutant Core took it over. Because of it, the other mutants are like, hey, that's actually a great design for a mutant. That's a great idea. We should do this mutant. And look at it now. They just have their own little tanks. Of course, not as good as lovely Sophia over here, but that's at least where that design comes from, at least in lore. In terms of gameplay, they just needed to beef up Sophia's enemies. Sophia kind of just annihilated everything. Being the girl boss she is. Oh, wait! Okay, I'm on the right path. Let's get to that other level. Because I would like my hover functionality. I'm guessing that's in here. Okay. Look at these little spider things. They're dead now. Oh yeah, enemies also still have their enemy weaknesses. So do keep in mind, try out your other guns. Despite how bonkers wide beam is, still never hurts to try out some other weapons. Come here. I know you want to. You're gonna do it. There we go. Ah! Oh yeah, these ones you gotta be facing away for them to activate. Okay, I'm trying to remember all the stuff. Come on, shoot me. Do it. Do it. Shoot me. Come on. I know you want to. Alright, I gotta be a little careful here, because I'd like to be able to make it over to that other platform if possible. Like this. Ooh. It's a pretty nice little pickup on items. Careful now. Yeah, I don't know how I actually feel about this, like, weird little... Oh, that was stupid of me. Like, weird platforming they're doing here of just, like... Well, I say platforming, but, like... Just kind of level construction. I think it's kind of cool, but also a little annoying at times. Did I screw myself? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, no. I feel like we're getting near the boss fight. Yeah, we gotta be getting near it. Get out of here. Idiot that just shoots everywhere. Spray and pray, Jason. Spray and pray. Ow. Well, looks like we're doing the boss fight with what we got. Hey, that's a wide beam. Let's do this. Pick up some of my health and we'll get on this. Oh, it's this boss! I remember this boss. Got a cool little walk up. Eve, there's a boss mutant here. Jason, that mutant has a part we can use for Sophia. Looks like I'll have to take it by force. Warning! The layer of the web of destruction. Macrotula. And yeah, just blast it. just blast it to start off. Anyways, Eve, you got anything to say about this creature? Once releasing swarms of spiders with shooting energy blasts, you will have plenty of chances for a blast counter. Just try not to run into the web or get surrounded. Thank you, Eve. Actually, oh, that hurts. Okay, never mind. Oh, I made a mistake. Give me this. Thank you. Give me back my wide beam. I was trying to be creative and use, like, the grenades to, you know, get him on his movement, but don't really have that option here. Well, we just gotta kind of keep safe. Yeah, thankfully, this is not a very hard boss. It's very simple to deal with. Just gotta be a little careful, alright? And just get your counters up. This is not a game to be ignoring your counter functionality. You ignore your counter, you're going to be in for a world of trouble.
You might be getting better, but nobody gets
Anyways,
better
with
than
this, we get the hover back. Press and hold
You
the
got
jump
that?
button midair. I did it. Good job, Jason. Thanks for the support. Are you feeling okay? Yeah, just a little tired. Don't worry about me. I know I've said it a million times, but please don't overexert yourself. Alright then, I'm returning with the part now. Better. Water does the body good. Okay, finished repairs. The hover function is working again. Which also means we can head back into space. If we want to get into space, we'll just need to go back to where we landed. As if you don't already know about landing points. Rabbit. Yeah, you're right. Let's head back. Here I fixed it. It's a lot easier to traverse this rough planet. There might even be some places I couldn't get to before. You know what? We're already here. Let's continue yapping with Eve. See how she's doing. The guy assistant turns any large shocks that Sophia receives into SP. You can take down to recover SP, but I don't recommend that. That method for charging SP is an impact from landing. Some use the force of impact to absorb energy from the planet. The bigger the impact, the more energy is absorbed. It's a fitting system for a jumping tank like Sophia, don't you think? True, but due to the way the system is built, using a hover will greatly reduce the amount of SP recovered from a fall. No matter how high we get by hovering, we can't recover more than a set amount of SP. Even so, I can't believe the core unit of the Gaia system started as an accident. It's just like when I mess up a recipe in the kitchen. Yeah, maybe. Speaking of Eve messing up recipes in the kitchen, as I mentioned earlier, I actually do have some pictures and stuff to show off. This is one of the... Oop, doop. Don't be adjusting my things gate machine. I want to show off pictures. As mentioned, as we did Blast Master 01, we actually have pictures and development stuff. And we just get some funny pictures like this. This is a bonus picture. Eve is actually, has been mentioned to be bad at cooking, but she also doesn't really understand how cooking works. Because she's ended up making a hard drives and nuclear reactors, or the Gaia system. And she just doesn't not even know what cooking is in the first place. But I think it's cute. I also just love this art from 01's design. I think it's fun. Remove this. And as I mentioned, because I want to show off more stuff, is it in this folder? Is it in this file? Sorry, I got a lot of stuff to work with this time. Like, I have a fair amount of pictures for this game. This one? Well, she's trying. Yeah. No, we don't need that. Where is it? It was about the mutants. It's gotta be in here somewhere. It might be in the Blaster Master 1 stuff. Yeah, it is in the Blaster Master 1 stuff. Sorry, this is also one of those things of like, this would be an edit normally, but we're doing it live because we're here. Unless I just didn't save it. Mr. Wingit tries to be creative and help and make things look cool, and then just forgets to save the right information he needs. Yeah, I just don't see it on here, unfortunately. That's a little lame, but that's fine. I have something fun to show off. We could show off. We can talk about Fred a little bit here from the first game and just in this game as well. Here's Fred. Did you know that Fred loves water? And while he's... unfortunately, though, because he's a robot, he can't actually swim. Which is a very sad thing to know. That the poor frog that loves water cannot swim. But thankfully, Fred has a little dive suit. This never gets used in, like, actual game stuff. But it is very adorable that Fred has the dive suit. So Jason decided to give Fred the little diving suit so he can swim around in the water. Which is very adorable. And you also get a little bit more of an explanation of, like, why Fred was so important, because, like, frogs were extinct. There we go. I just want to show off a couple little things here, because I thought it was just a cute, fun, extra little thing to show. But yes, we have the hover. We can now fly. Sophia's most iconic ability is back. And better than ever. It's about the same, honestly. Can't do this yet. Good to know. I'm looking for anywhere we can go new with Sophia. We can now just... oh yeah, I forgot they, like... they can dive kick now, these stupid little green guys. Ugh. There we go. I feel like I'm missing a level here. Oop, out of power. There we go. I gotta wait for my SP to recharge. Yeah, you at least get the recharge when you're out, but I recommend not go running out of SP if you can. Besides immediately running out of SP again. Whoop! Blah! Get out of my way! There we go. It's done this way. Wait a minute, what's over here? What do you got over here, Mr. Shellman? All these spikes. Anything cool? Oh. Actually, that's what I'm looking for. And just like in the first game, health pickups are health pickups. We now increase both Jason and Sophia's life points by 1. Pretty helpful. Either way, let's blast off. We had successfully departed planet Cross-Eyed. Phew, seems like there were no issues with the parts you repaired. Great, now let's search for the dimensional tunnel leading to the next sector. Dimensional tunnels are wormholes connecting different space sectors. Fred's wormhole ability can sync with the tunnels and open them, but we usually need an access key to do that. Fortunately, it doesn't seem like we need one this time. New discovery! So those purple maps we picked up, as they mentioned, are extra little planetoids. These are mini platforming and combat challenges to get you some new upgrades. A lot of your upgrades are actually going to be locked behind these planetoids. So if you see a planetoid map, pick it up. It's pretty worth it. And a lot of them are hidden, so definitely explore the area. Now arriving on planetoid A1. This one you got a little puzzle there to make sure you know how mechanics work. We can now go to A3. Whee! But next, more importantly, warning, the lair of Hexabibi. We got our first tank boss. These work about the same they do in Blaster Master 1, Blaster Master 01. So just kind of just start blasting. They're not, this one isn't too bad. He's a little funky to get. Don't forget to collect your SP, because might as well use your sub-weapon. So you're less overwhelmed and can do more damage. And there we go. Hexabibi's already finished. Nice and easy. And with that, we get the Hexa missiles. Missiles that home in on enemies. Or press the sub-weapon button for a single lock. Long press a multi-lock. We now have mini missiles to work with. Although we are out of gas right now, we do have to wait to get our SP back. See, but it's a pretty good sub weapon. I definitely used them a fair amount on my practice playthroughs, so definitely expect to see a fair amount of Hex missiles. Anyways, a new discovery. All the way over here. I should have looked what this area was, but we're just going in. Screw it, we ball. Oh, we got 2 upgrades over here. Cool, let's go grab them. Ah, we got a little challenge over here. So yeah, as you can see, it will just home in on enemies. G Crusher Shot is G Sophia's main cannon. It doesn't require SP to fire and can destroy certain obstacles. You can fire diagonally or straight up by using the directional lock button, so it's perfect for firing at airborne enemies. Too bad the only cannon we could transfer from our last vehicle, Sophia Zero, was the Crusher Shot. I bet the battle on our journey through space would be a lot easier if we could have used more from Sophia Zero's armaments. Well, armaments. Well, it's my fault for running her ragged. Don't say that. You did it for my sake, didn't you? You dove into the depths of the Earth looking for a cure. Besides, Sophia Zero's development was likely halted due to its energy problem. We wouldn't have been able to use it for very long anyways. If we had depended on that immense power, it could have easily blown up in our faces. We can't afford to get careless on this mission. So yes, as Eve is talking, Eve and Jason were talking about over there, Sophia Zero's gone. I like Sophia Zero. I like the blue tank. The blue tank was fun. But Sophia Zero is a very, very energy-hungry tank. But in a very nice way, G Sophia's actually have been built and rebuilt from both Sophia Zero and Sophia the Third. So a little bit of Sophia the Third does live on in the new tank, so that's a fun little detail. Which makes me happy. I like Sophia the Third. I like all those Sophia tanks. Sophia tanks are great. Sophia is best tank. We got our little platforming challenge with Jason. Mr. Paper Legs himself. I hate it. Thankfully, we don't gotta walk back. Put me back in. And yeah, as you can see, you don't recover SP naturally as you're just...
You do need another drink.
Thank you, I've been yapping a lot. But that looks like all the planetoids we have here. Got everything here, got everything here. Looks like we're good to move on. And let's head off to our next dimension, next area. Just how long has it been since we left Earth on this journey to Sophia? She's putting on a brave face, but she's still getting weaker, even though Sophia is slowing the corruption. Traveling through space like this is physically demanding. We were prepared for trouble, but with every delay, the problem feels more and more urgent. But I know we're on the right path. It won't do any good to dwell on the past right now. We're almost out of the wormhole. Who knows what we'll encounter on the other side. A new discovery has been made! Let's go off and see what it is. Bless me. Sorry about that, didn't mean to sneeze. Oh look, Mother Brain's back, yay! Actually, this looks like a great point for Hex missiles. You can just kind of send them and they'll helm on do a lot of stuff. Ah! But this little area, if I remember correctly, is super important to do right now. Ooh, yes it is. We get one of the better upgrades over here. Ow. The Impact Wave surrounds G Sophia with a wall of ultrasonic waves. Now this weapon might be a little familiar to all you indie fans out there. And, in fact, I'm gonna recover some SP here real quick before I start talking about this nonsense. Give me a second, I'll call Eve and she'll tell us about this. Because this is actually one of the reference weapons to the DLC of the first Blaster Master Zero. Impact Wave will surround you, Sophia, on a wall of ultrasonic waves. It's used and surrounded. Don't let to attack enemies too low for the cannon. Reach. It can penetrate terrain, but it will don't destroy obstacles and use quite a bit of SP. Come to think of it, haven't we seen someone before who used an attack like this? I would have sworn. Huh? Yeah, he would blow a horn and unleash a wave of damage. Oh, but his main weapon was something else. Like a kind of tool you'd see a construction worker carry? Is that so? So the Impact Wave is a direct reference to the war horn that Shovel Knight had in his games and in Blaster Master Zero DLC, which I think is really cool. But I suppose no time like the present. Like the present. We got our next big area to go through. Let's go to it. Now arriving on planet Motto. Told you. Told you. I'll get the pronunciation eventually. Montoji? How do I pronounce this?
Motoj.
Motoj, okay. Planet Motoj. We've successfully touched down on Planet Motoj. This place has quite a lot of water, just like Earth. Oh, getting homesick? No, I'm fine, but if we land on water, there's no impact for the Gaia system to convert into SP. Some locations might be limited opportunities to recover SP. We should be able to find the tunnel access key here, yeah? I can't pinpoint the exact location, but I can say for certain it's here, but I'm also picking up lots of mutant readings here, too. One of those mutants must have the key, huh? Jason, Sophia's getting another signal, something non-mutant. Again, no exact location, but whatever it is, it's not far. Got it. Let's go check it out. So Motoj is an interesting little planetoid. Because as you mentioned, the water is going to prevent your impact, your Gaia system from recovering. And that's a bamboo trap. I suppose it's time to be careful. Ugh. I'm going to take a little detour over here with Mr. Prudnick. Because... B3, new map, very helpful. And truthfully, I think we're just gonna go do this now. Like the B3 map. And we'll get to this planet in a moment. Which honestly might be one of my favorite Planetoid themes. I really like the song here. I think when we come back, I'm gonna shut up a little bit to let the song play. So I guess as we go to this planet, if y'all have been enjoying yourself, don't forget to leave a like. Really enjoying yourself, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're enjoying yourself a little too much, grab yourself a membership. It helps a ton. But either way, so I gotta go appeal to the VOD watchers and people just lurking. Aha, it's Jason level. I think I know what's in here. So now Jason has a new level mechanic. That's the do. He's just chilling. I mean, that's fair. As expected. I'm here to hopefully entertain as much as I can. Yeah, now Jason has keys in his levels he's going to be finding for a couple stages. So keys can be hidden in enemies, can be hidden in rocks, just kind of all over the place. They're kind of a little annoying to grab, but thankfully not the worst thing in the world. Although, man, I kind of wish I would have waited, because I would love to have an ability from later in the game for this area. But, more importantly, we get the energy guard. It works exactly like it does in 0-1. If we take a hit, we actually don't immediately lose our wide beam. So, very worth the quick little detour. but let's head out back to Motoji.
Motoj.
Motoj, I keep saying it wrong. Motoj. Sorry, I'm adjusting a quick thing on my computer. Alright then, so I believe our progress point is to the left. It also does remind me I need to actually check a thing with Jason in the next overworld section. Or next top-down section. Ugh. Hate these bamboo traps. They fill me with fear and dread. Yeah, also Impact Wave, very good at dealing with Mother Brain nonsense, but again, it is very costly, much like Shovel Knight's Warhorn. Oh, come on! We go straight through a level of feeling. Also great at dealing with those little worms that I despise. Oh, there's a big SP pickup right here. Perfect! Saves me from dealing with it. Ooh, oops. Yeah, that's actually a quick thing to show real quick, because it actually finally became relevant. Jason doesn't just immediately hop out there normally. No, he has to do this fancy little flip every time, which, as you saw, it puts you in immediate danger. It doesn't really come up, but it's one of the few times it can actually happen, so do be a little careful where you dismount the Jason, where you dismount the Frudnik. I was about to say, Mr. Frudnik should be able to handle Mother Brain. He already did before. Oh, you got anything to say, Buns? Ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. He's getting excited all about all the water. He can't even swim without a dog in it, yet he's still so happy. Thank you, Eve. We're just not going to comment on that grave. You're just going to ignore that grave. That didn't happen. I don't feel like walking back. Fred! Thank you. Slowly ascend. Full of gas. Sorry. And this looks like our next spot. Let's go in and see what we get. Yep, but first off, I want to talk to Eve about the whip sub-weapon, specifically, if possible. And level 6 whip. It attacks enemies directly with whip-shaped energy. You can also whip enemy shots to fire them back at the shooter. The whip is very powerful, but range is extremely short. Don't get yourself hurt while trying to attack. By the way, Jason, I'm curious when you came up with the idea for this weapon. I feel like I've seen a girl who used her hair like a whip to attack, just like this. Ring any bells? That does sound familiar. Your weapon was designed to be a gun that turns energy into projectiles. It wasn't made to hold energy steady at the muzzle. You know how hard it was to make this possible? Sorry for asking for something so unreasonable. Thank you for all your hard work. Well, I'll forgive you this time. Yes, kiss! But yes, the whip is a direct reference to Shantae, because she was in the first game as a DLC character. Which I think is cool. I like it. But I'm also a big fan of the Shantae series, so you're not going to be complaining about any references to that series. But yeah, as they said, if we get any projectiles, you can whip them back. Which is kind of cool, but the blast counter exists, so why do I care? Oh, we're already here? I thought we had a different level before this. I'm all out of whack in my progression. At least I think. Also, yes, you can walk over these convenient props and just destroy them. Which I think is kind of funny. Ooh. We're gonna need what? 6 keys? We need 6 keys to get through there. Oof. That's gonna be a lot. Let's get looking then. see where one of them is. Let's go grab it. Or 2 more. One more key. Where could it be? Show me that last key, game. I really want it. I will say, though, as much as I'm like, I want a later thing, Jason's natural movement is significantly better in this game, which is very nice. Like, I don't feel like I'm, like, slogging through levels to get done with him with Jason. Jason feels like he's on a move, but then again, he is a man on a mission right now. Must save his wife. Wow, we're already here. I'm actually surprised. I thought we had another thing first. Okay then, not bad though. A human-shaped mutant? No, wait. An actual human? What? You with Zavra? Zavera? You mean the mutants? No, I'm... You've gone and destroyed the crops I've worked so hard on! You dumb spud! Get ready for a beating. That gear, he has... No way! Damn, I don't have a choice here. Warning! The hostile of the legendary... whatever, Gunbei! Eve! Anything you want to say here to help? This gear looks very different from yours. Could he be? Whatever he is, I have to fight, but what should I do against a human opponent? I only have experience fighting mutants. The basis of combat shouldn't be any different. Try different gun levels to find his weakness, and don't forget to look for chances to counterattack. There might be an effective sub-weapon, but I just... Jason, I know you don't want to fight another human, but... just hang in there for now. I'll try to find another way. So yes, Gonbei is one of our first bosses, who's a little interesting, because... Oh no, careful. He's got a bunch of things. Now, I know he's a reference to something from Sunsoft. I don't remember what it is. Oh, I missed my counter opportunities. Oh, he's got his thing. Ooh, careful now. But Gonbei's actually a little interesting. Because do you remember those crops I was running? It's pretty good. But do you remember those crops I was running over earlier in level? The more of those crops you destroy, the stronger Gonbei is going to be in this fight. You can actually make him progressively harder the more of his crops you destroy. Which I think is really cool. What do you got for me, buddy? Yeah, he'll do more damage and he'll take more damage as well. We'll keep moving on. But you can also get him right there. Come on, got him. Yeah, got some gumption. Damn, he's still not getting up. Gonbei. Hey, Jason, can you hear me? Got a call from that guy's support droid. If he's got a support droid, then he must be... That's right, Jason. He's an MA pilot. Battle attacker? The MA series was created, yep, thank you, to disperse through space or to combat the mutant threat. He once said that Sophia III was not the only vehicle in that line. Well, what's the deal, Tay? No deal about it. That fella's a true blue ML pilot, same as you. What? I'm so sorry. I had no idea there were other MA pilots out there. Gonbei, you blockhead. Listen to what folks told you. I wouldn't have to clean up your dang messes so much. Oh, I'm just glad it's cleared up now. Jason and Eve, was it? I'm Gonbei. I work as a farmer in this village. Well, these days it's more of a ghost village. The villagers are all hiding in a refuge deep in the mountains. And I'm who called y'all, by the way, from that there refuge. Name's Tay. Hey. Nice to meet you. We came here to find the access key for the dimensional tunnel near this planet. Outer space, Planet Sophia's dimensional tunnels. There is a wide old world outside this planet, huh? Most likely the boss mutant you call Zavera has the key. We both wanted to meet Zavera, so how about we work together? Access key, huh? Zavera's definitely got a key, but to tell you the truth, my MA is in a bad state. Zavera gave her awful thrashing, so Tay's been trying her best to repair her since then. Been doing my best, but I ain't got parts I need. Gunbay's got her good and busted. We need some brand new parts if we're gonna fix her up. That's the story. I'd love to help, but we need to get my MA up and running first. In that case, I'll lend a hand. We've got some spare parts you might be able to use as well. Would that be okay, Jason? Of course, anything for a fellow mutant blast MA pilot. Much obliged. Hate to ask, but could you all come out to our refuge? You can get there by scaling the cliff outside the village. I've got it blocked off right now, but I'll clear the way for you. Got it. We'll head up there as soon as we can get out of here. And there's what I've been looking for, the shift-up attacker. A high-speed dash counter that closes in and attacks enemies point-blank range. So, this is Jason's second counter. Because yes, we can do multiple. Now, the shift-up attacker is intended there for you to be like, okay, get up close and personal to enemies. But what it's really useful for is a dash, just to go a little faster over the levels. It's pretty helpful. But, if you give me one moment, I'd like to do more overview of some of the character stuff. Let me get some audio for this. I think it's this one. Either way, I'm gonna mute that for a second. No, this isn't the one I want. This is not the OST part I want. Let me grab it. Give me a second. Give me a second. There it is, another light. That's what I was looking for. But anyways, we have some characters to go over briefly. Actually, no, never mind. We'll do this when we actually meet them in person again. Let's wait a moment. Never mind. Let me get my orders operations correctly. Sorry, my notes are a little more jumbled than before. So I do apologize if kind of pacing gets thrown off by me. Like, oh, I need to talk about this now. No, it's better to talk about this later. That fun of trying to make something similar to a Let's Play in quality, like a recorded Let's Play as a live stream. You kind of get those moments. I do apologize, but also I like trying for these kind of things where it's just a little more in-depth. Either way, let's get off to our next level. But yeah, now we have this little dash. It's very helpful, but you see Jason will constantly try to go dash at whatever he's hitting it. It's helpful, but again, its primary usage is just moving around the level, because you get to move with Jason now. But again, it does cost you counterpoints, so do be careful with that. We'll put this in the map? Yeah, buddy, that's what we're looking for. Okay. So I need 3 keys for this. Okay, blast counter. What do you want? Come on, do it. Not my way. And Wave Beam is one of those weapons that does build back up your CP very quickly, your counterpoints. So you should be able to dash out pretty well, assuming you're using Wave Beam. I need one more thing. There's the key. Okay. A nice little symbiotic relationship between your gun and your counter. Also helpful for dealing with those monstrosities in the water, because let me tell you, they get annoying without the dash, because they can just get easy shots on you. Either way, with all 3 of our keys, let's go get that map. There we go. And now we can actually see where the hell we're going. This is what I've been waiting for, grab boy. This is what all heroes strive for, a real map. Anyway, back in Sophia. As you can see, we got a lot of area to cover, so let's get a move on. We're actually making significantly better time than I thought. And also here was a secret map. You're definitely gonna want it. That one I at least remember. Anything around here? Yeah.
77度の並びでニャクニャクイニャニャクニャニャハンニャニャジャイニャンニャク並べてニャガニャガメ
Next to missiles is a sub-weapon that fires 20 missiles. Press the sub-weapon button to briefly fire for a single lock-on. All 6 missiles will follow the same target. Hold the sub-weapon button for a multi-lock-on. Use it to fire missiles at up to 6 enemies. Gotta choose the best method for the situation. Anything else you got, Eve? It says shortcuts for the G rifle's gun levels and G Sophia's different weapons. Upgrade. Just move the cursor to the weapon and press the shortcut button you want to set. It's so nice being able to use different weapons on the fly. Of course, but don't forget that you still need the right gun level or SP to use the weapons you set. Yeah, it's one of those. That's actually kind of important. She's going over the fact that you can have your special things, which honestly isn't bad. I kind of been wanting to use the whip a little more on my actual Jason build. I might change this off later when we get a different thing with Jason, but for now it's a pretty good thing to have. Either way, let's head off to see our friends. Hey, you made it! This must be your MA. Yep, this is Kabuku. Kibiko. She's busted up now, but she's a faithful partner. Jason Gumbai. I'll get started helping out Tay, although I can't leave Sophia, so I'll just be supporting her over the receiver. Not done enough, just bring in the parts. Just rest yourself here. There. Wait, when is Sophia getting a drive rush? Give her a minute. Give her some time. Jason, thanks for all your help. Take us with you. Recoil jump? Is this an MA maneuver chip? You compiled Kabuku's maneuver data into it. Kabuko's. I am so bad at these pronunciations. Data onto a chip press. Thank you. Get to Zever. You'll need to ascend the mountain and climb the next one. That maneuver should make the climb breeze. Great, thanks. We'll head there as soon as Eve's work is done. Ready to rush out there, huh? Well, I don't blame you. As soon as Kabuku is up and running, I'll be right there after you, but there's no immunity if you end up on your own. Be careful. What do you mean? It's a long story. If you really want to hear it, I'll tell you later. Basically, I let my guard down too many times. And with this, it's not just your life that's you're fighting for. If I were defeated by Immune, you and Fred would be on their own. I won't ever let that happen. You're right. You be careful too. Alright. She's got some tweaks left to make y'all saved our bacon. My pleasure. Eve, let's head out as soon as we get this maneuver set up. No recoil jump. I want to listen to their theme as we do these explanations of. Yeah, we'll get your lore in a second. Oh, I don't want this sad text for lore, man. Shut up. Well, we got pictures to talk about. I got fun stuff. So, Kabuku, Tay, and Gonbei are our first couple characters to go over. Because, as you saw, there's going to be other MA pilots. Which, of course, gets all their own little stuffs of how they're made. Gonna pack a lot into this introduction. Development cycle, we decided on one of the key features of BioWare 02. More metal attacker. 4 Heavenly Kings. That's where things got started. Some of the major points Ben Gomez's creation were as follows. There's a surprise when they discover another anime on this shooter. Wouldn't it be funny if all things they discovered this guy who was a country boy farmer just happened to be an anime pilot? It's pretty funny. You have to use their Icky title. Yeah, so Gunbei's based off Icky. With his... It had to be hard to say. So you can imagine once planning gets complicated in between. The novelization of Sunshine. be a young man, but have him look a little older than Jason. Jason, the funny part of his character, we also wanted him to appear in the brother type in the relationship with Jason. But Ted decided to make his dialogue relatively normal with little bits of country voice sprinkled in. By being an android, her support droid Tay is a full-blown, true blue country gal. And we also get some of the other designs for some of the earlier designs for him. I honestly will say that I think his the design they pick is actually his best design. Although the laser sword and laser sickle are sick as hell, I do kind of wish these things would have stayed. Just make him look kind of poor was the primary directive, which I think is funny. And as you can see, as we got more of the update stuff, it's really funny. It's just a battery attached. Oh, they do kind of have the sickle. During countless battles with mutants, where remains of gears repaired by sports and Chinese materials made to the planet, which doesn't have a whole lot. And that's a bit of the stuff for Gonbei. And then, where is Tay? There she is. For the support droid for Gonbei, which I think is really cool. Here's as the story of the main heroine of the Virgin Tay. The contest, you would be a perfect fit for Westminster to support droid most of the design was instantaneously. In the framework of rules for how we design the other support droids, the rules are designed as follows. All support droids must have the following. The design must have some sort of animal motif, choker necklace, or the self-destruct sequence, some sort of headset, tail-like connector, design gear with animal motif in mind, make all the gear attachments besides the choker. Yeah, I will say this, I really like Tay's design and also their Fred equivalent. You get an early design, but I think Tay is a much better design. I like kind of a multi-tailed fox design for Tay, which I think is really cool for her. And you also get some extra little art of them. There's more. No accent because we thought they were pretty jarring to see a character speak so differently from Eve and others. The idea that it would be hilarious if Portrait spoke with a sicker accent than the authentic country boy. Which I think is really funny. I think is a really good idea. I'm kind of glad they did it. I think it's just a funny little thing. It's goodies. And they're little creatures named Tappy, which I think is cool. Again, I just kind of want to show these off because I think they're just fun little details for people to look at that they might not have seen. If you want to as well, you can pause and read all the stuff later. But let's get back to Blaster Master R0 2. Like, get my stuff back up. All this started when our taxes started soaring out of the blue. Our crops had been having bad year after bad year, and once more, yokai would never have seen before. Had been rampaging our yokai we've never seen before had been rampaging our field. We didn't know it, but those yokai were mutant all along. But anyway, we couldn't just hand over our crop like that. We'd starve to death, so we went to see the governor about lightening the tax load on us farmers. How dare you was all we got for our trouble, stubborn as a mule. We wouldn't take that lying down, cause no one would go in quietly. Starve to death for someone like that. So, you started a farmer's rebellion? Well, to us, it's known as Icky. Icky, huh? In our society, it's not uncommon where we're just farmers after all. The only way we have to fight for our rights. So we fight all the way to the governor's office and get inside. But the governor, he was no longer human. No way, are you saying a mutant took over a human's body? That's right, and that mutant is the one we call Zavera. Zavera takes over a human and consumes their soul and reproduces. They get bigger, grow stronger, and then do it all over again. Zavera sounds like the mutant overlord we fought on Earth. I mean, with intelligence and control over other mutants. There must be something special about these ones. Many died that day, villagers and loved ones. We had no way of fighting the mutants back then. As Tay came here with Kabuku, we put up a fight, barely. But our fighting's force is still dwindling. Now it's just us two. Even with just the two of us, our Icky will continue. I won't let it end. I forgot that was the whole plot for why Gombe fights. Do you have anything else to say, Gombe, or is it just this? Then leave and come back. No, you seem to be good. Okay. Either way, let's go over recoil jump, because Sophia, being one of the most mobile tanks of all time, decides, yeah, we just need a wall jump. Let's just give the tank a wall jump. That's a good idea. Which I'll say is really cool. I really like the wall jump. It feels very natural. It feels great. Perfect. A fitting tool for Sophia. And it does sound like it's a little kind of like whatever because we already have the hover, but it's got its uses compared to the hover. Namely, you can still recover SP after you land with the wall jump. And it just feels good to do. But let's head out over here. Imagine a couple of those side buttons. Now you might notice that Sophia's maneuver stuff is all full. We don't have the wall cling. Honestly, I'm okay with the wall cling getting access to the wall jumps way better. Like, it just feels way more natural to use compared to the wall cling. Gotta go up here. Thank you. Get out of my life. This is the wrong way. We gotta find a door. Doing everything but being a normal tank. She's just girl bossing. Look at her go. You telling me you don't want your tank to wall jump like this? I want my tank to wall jump like this. Which, that does remind me, even if you do run out of SP, you can still wall jump, so that's at least a very good thing to know about. You don't have to have SP to wall jump, thankfully. I could have fully seen them doing that. Get out of my way, you little creature. So what are those other bonuses to the maneuverability? Yeah, I'm trying to use the, like, homing missiles. It's been a little while. A little weird. I think we'll just pop back to the Shovel Knight horn. Or the War Horn, effectively. Which, by the way, hopefully people are excited to do Blade Strangers on Friday. I'm actually excited to do Blade Strangers Friday. You're gonna see the reception do it. As we slowly make our pathway over here, we'll have to do it. Another Jason segment. I won't lie, I do like the blue little tennis ball green, like the green little creatures over here over the blue ones, but they should be fine. And now we're going to take full advantage of this dash we have. Because let me tell you, the less I have to walk around, the better. Give me that, thank you. Give me back my SP. CP so I can move a little more. That's a lot of refill. Yeah, there you go. You can see the thing come into effect where it's just gonna bounce back at them. Which is okay, but not really what I'm looking for with my weapon. With my blast counter. I prefer the, like, dodge and shoot. I prefer the safety of that move, I guess we'll say. Nope, Jason, please. Yeah, you do it again, deal with the jank, but... Now, if we hold a second here and build up our SP or CP again, we can actually see there's stuff to the sides here. That was wrong. This is the wrong side. Flee. Run, Mr. Frudnick, run. Aww. Is it over here then? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Run, Frudnick. Alright, what do we got around here? This is a big little area. It was not really worth my time. I thought it was more. The fish most definitely got hands. I hate the fish. That's my like least favorite enemy to fight in the game. Oh, I just want to get rid of you. Come on, let me counter you. Let me shoot you down. Let me gun you down for more counter energy. Oh, I need 4, 5, 7 for those. I need one more key and I can get in that door because I want that secret. And of course. Oh, it just needs 4 from either side. Okay. I was like, that requires 8. No, it just needs 4 from either side. We can just read the thing a little better. Read the fine print. Where is that last key? Trying to keep my eye out. Or do you have it? Yeah, you do. Let's go. Plantoid C1. Go. Get another plantoid for our next area. And yes, if you don't collect enough keys, you can't use the checkpoint. I did not collect enough keys. What am I missing? 3. Is it 9? Is it 8 for these? Yeah, it's 8. I need one more key. Okay. We'll find that key I missed. I really want that checkpoint. I'm not doing this again if I don't have to. Get out of my way. Guess it was on the first screen? Oh, I bet it's killing one of those, like, fish. But let me go double check the first screen real quick, like, before we make any judgment calls, which looks like it might be one over here. There it is. There we go. Now we can use the checkpoint. That's what I've been looking for. And now we got the slow walk back. The walk of shame, if you will. The shameful walk. The walk that fills me with shame. Interestingly, I will say, with this game, compared to the first game, I had a lot more trouble finding really any information on the game because it didn't not get really as nearly as much coverage as the first game did. Maybe like playthroughs. I could only find like 2 commentated playthroughs of Blaster Master 02 in my experience, which was Mr. Vinesauce and the other Let's Player that never finished the playthrough. Either way, warning: the Lair of Zavera. Eve, you got anything to say about this creature? Jason, you're okay, right? I'm fine, just doesn't seem all that dangerous. And just watching what moves and wouldn't be appropriate around now. Yeah, I suppose so. Now, this boss mutant actually has a weakness I know of. The Seeker. You get a Seeker on this thing, you're in business, because it gets stunned and just takes a lot of free hits. So just gotta put some Seekers out and just go ham. Make sure to hold your counter, because get your blast counters and put your Seekers on it, and you'll be in a pretty decent spot. Although I'm dangerously low on health, unfortunately. Also, chuck some grenades at it when you have a chance. Oh, it does like that! Okay. Alright, let's try that again with some actual health. Let's do this. Actually, no, we're gonna adjust my shortcuts, actually. Because we can use both our Wave Beam and our Seekers here. Which one of those very good uses of the shortcuts. I actually completely didn't even think about this on my practice playthroughs. You just kind of pump them full of lead and get rid of them. That actually makes life significantly easier. Oh boy. And we got the access key. There we go. That wasn't so bad. What was Gunbay freaking out about? Did we get it? Huh? That wasn't so bad. Destin, Hey, I'm just talking to this thing. Hey, Jason, can you hear me? Gunbay, I defeated Zavera. I think. I thought I told you, don't let your guard down. Here's where the real fight starts. Huh? Jason, get back here right now. Uh-oh. That don't sound good. What's going on? I'm getting a signal. A boss mutant? You've got to be kidding me. A boss mutant? I already defeated Zavera. That was only one part of Zavera. Get back to Sophia. We're on our way. Hold on. And now is where the real boss begins. Because a big change to Blast Mass 02 is we have a lot of multi-part fights. Part tank and part Jason. And let's just say, it's a little big. Jason, Eve, are you okay? I can't believe it. This thing's gigantic. That's the real Zavera. Its size isn't even the biggest problem. You see that glowing stone at the top? That's Zavera's heart. Then we just need to attack. Yep, if you hit that, the whole thing will freeze in its tracks, but that's just the beginning. Then you need to go inside. There are a bunch of clones of Zavera inside. They all need to be defeated. If Zavera starts moving again, you're in big trouble. Not an enemy just one MA can take on. That's how poor Kabuko got done in the way she did. We can't get anywhere without keeping the heart under attack? Yep, that's what me and Gunbay are gonna do for you, y'all. Well, while we do that, you need to get in and defeat the clones directly. So that's the plan. Got it. Leave the clones to me. We're counting on you. We won't let it move 1 inch when you're inside. Things are getting excited. Since we started our Iki, we've lost more and more comrades until it was down to just me and Tay. The whole time I thought to myself, if only we had one more, if only we had more people. Now, thanks to you, we're an Iki of 4. Nothing could be more exciting. That's what my spirit is telling me. And here I am too, traveling to the ends of the universe, far from Earth, with another MA pilot joining an Iki. I think you're right. Things are getting exciting. Yes, they are. Warning! The layer of the Mountain of Chaos. Gathavera. So now we must send. Also, you can see their tank in the background, which I think is cool. We're just kind of going to blast up some of these little bamboo pillars to help get up a little easier. So what you want to do is just blast the hell out of her, make like potato mash. And then Gunbay will keep it covered while you go in there and deal with our new problem. The same exact enemy, but again! Yeah, make sure to use both the wave and counter thing, because it's a lot easier with this way. I didn't realize I could do this on my first playthrough, so yeah, this boss fight took me a lot longer than I did first playthrough. But thankfully, no, you can shoot both. You can make quick mincemeat out of any boss fight coming up. And then you do it again. Yeah, as much as I'm playing up of this is a big giant boss fight and everything, it's really easy with Sophia. Sophia's section is hilariously easy. But Jason's got a little bit more trouble than you'd like, so. Blast him! There we go. That's 2 down. Let's do it again. Yeah, mostly because it takes this boss fight so long to get back up and running that if you're at least a half-decent masher, they're just never going to get to play. So as cool as this boss fight is, it's kind of a nothing burger. Warning. Get out of here. Ooh, preserve, preserve, preserve. Oh, I lost it. No. And I guess we'll just do spray and pray for now. Come on, you don't got much left. And there we go. That's another fight down. One more to go. And then we've taken out a whole mountain. Actually, before we get too far, Eve, you got anything cool to say about this? Focus on shooting the stone on Galavera's head. That's his heart, and it will stop moving when that spot takes damage. Then you gotta get your butt inside and beat all up Zavera's copies. We'll support you from Kabuku. Good luck, we're all counting on you. Got it, leave it to me. And then Eve, anything interesting for these fights? I didn't even think to try this. Oh, it's gonna be a lot. Okay. Yep, so nothing new. Okay, just the one tip for this fight. Good to know. Out of my way! Oh, I'm out of my chasers. This is gonna be annoying. Come on, we're almost done with you though. Surely you can't have that much left. Let's go! There we go! Boss fight over. Then one last round of the heart. And we've done it. We've slayed an entire mountain. It's over. Gonbei, you finally did it. Jason, Eve, it's all thanks to you. I'm just glad we could help. Gonbei Ziki had finally come to an end, unfortunately. With a long fight ahead of them. That fight will be theirs alone on this planet. We have our own fight to take care of elsewhere. We got the access key. We better start getting a move on. Going already? Yeah, of course. Sorry for keeping you so long. We couldn't have done this without you. Thank you. Eve, help you get your needs. Help you need on Sophia. Best of luck. Thank you, Tay. Alright, time to make our way to the dimensional tunnel. Dang it, Gonbei, you've gone and pushed poor Kabiko too hard and got her all roughed up again. Don't you go laughing it off now. Who you think's got to fix her, huh? And there we go. That's our first boss fight down. But we have one more thing to do here before we leave. I want to go say hi to Gonbei one more time before we get out of here. Because this is one of the most important things to do depending on what ending you want to get. Because yes, just like in Blaster Master 01, there are multiple endings that depend on what you've done through the playthrough. And the way for us to get the good ending here is we gotta go talk to Gonbei and Tay again. As Sophia freaks out a little bit. She's very excited. Ugh. Out my way. There we go. So let's see if I remember how to get to Gonbei. I gotta remember. Make sure this is nothing. Trying to make sure I don't miss any secret maps, because I would like to do all the planetoids, because I actually missed one of them in both my practice playthroughs. It's always just like, oops. Because I've been playing without, like, research. Well, not without research or anything. I'm playing without guides, and my practice is kind of like a normal playthrough. Playthroughs, get some reception, see what people think. I've been enjoying this counter in the more informed style I can. Doo-doo. Pardon me. We're going over here. I think we can start this now. I don't think I have to wait till later for this. There goes my power. That's fine. Little wall jump is all we need. Is this blocked off? No, good. So please don't be blocked off when I get up to the top of this little cliff. Hey Jason, long time no see. Since you came all this way, you must have noticed the mutants are still roaming around. But it was weird since Severa's gone and all. I'd day look into them and some big old island showed up smack dab in the middle of the ocean. That's where the mutants are coming from, crossing the whole dang ocean. No way can we just leave this be, we want to go check it out. So we started upgrading Kubiku, but it turns out we're missing some important parts. Yeah, real interesting parts, but since Kubuku's already in pieces, it's a pain in our behinds to go get them. Now, rumor has it that what we need is in nearby mountains. They're gold coins my ancestors buried long ago. We need to find those coins. I'd say we need 8 of them. I know you're on an important journey, but you're in a hurry. But if you happen to find the time, could you get those coins for us? Jason, if you're worried about me, I'm fine for now. Let's go. Let's help Gombe. If he's okay with it, I am too. We'll help. Let's get those coins. So we have a side quest to do now. Yay. So if we check our map, we got a bunch of these green treasure chests. That's where all the coins are. Go gather them up. Which thankfully isn't too bad. It's a little easier later with some other abilities, just like speed up the process a little better, but I'm okay with it, I am too. Yes! I mean, that's just Jason's MO. Mr. Frutnick's MO. Happy wife, happy life. Wife is life. Life is wife. And Frog. Cannot forget Fred. Fred is also very important in this. In Mr. Frutnick's priorities of life. Wife and Frog. Let me tell you, that man's got his priorities straight. Okay, so we gotta go this way, I think. I want ability from the next area, but I gotta wait. We're not gonna get that ability till next stream, I think. Because we have a couple planetoids to go deal with after this as well. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Arm away. Here we go. And yeah, one of those coins are hidden by this grave that we never get to interact with ever. There's nothing that we get to deal with over here. It's just kind of here. You got anything interesting to say? I guess he was asleep. She must be tired, or I should just let her sleep. Fair enough. Fine, I'll stop bugging Eve. Let the girl get some rest. Okay, where do we go now? Back this way. Okay, got it. Gotta remember the whole path of everything here. And then, oh, wrong spot. Ah, I hate the water removing my ability to fall properly. I want to be falling with style, darn it. Not flying, it's falling with style, literally now. There's another coin. Put one over here then. That is down there. Yep, by that little worm. Oh, we gotta wait for the crusher. I forgot you had to wait for the crusher shop for those. Wee-oo, wee-oo. Swim, Frudnick, swim! Swim, my boy! Frudnick, my boy! Back up to Sophia. Yeah, and definitely, a thing I've definitely noticed a lot of people not use as much from a little bit I got to practice, at least of the commented playthroughs and the uncommented playthroughs I've watched a little bit of. A lot of people tend to forget you can just use Fred to teleport to Sophia. I may or may not have been one of those persons on my practice playthroughs, but shut up. I think I put in my literal notes like, hey, you're gonna use this more. Remember to use Fred more often to get back to the tank. I think what we have, 2 more coins and we're good here. Perfect. We're already almost done with this. Nice. Oh, I hate Sophia's little pea shooter. I honestly always think, like, in my brain, it's not actually Sophia. It's like, okay, cool, the main cannon's down. Jason just pops out his little gun in the corner, just out of the cockpit, and just, like, starts blasting. Just gives him a drive-by shooting. I know it doesn't look like that visually, and it doesn't make any sense, but, like, it's what I imagine. It's my headcanon. And you know what? It's fun. Oh, come on, Sophia. The vision. I'm glad someone else can. There we go. Okay, so we have all the coins. Let's get back to Gunbay and turn these in. Oh, we are getting dangerously low in health. Honestly, I love the Warhorn. The Warhorn's one of the more common, like, secondary abilities I use, because it's so helpful. Just destroy everything in an area. I know it costs a lot of SP, but it's just worth it. Alright, up here. Yeah, and I do recommend you actually, as you can make this a little easier, potentially this a little faster, if you wait till later, but if you do wait till later, a little thing I will tell you is you do have to go deactivate all the traps. So that means you're taking the long way around to get back to Gonbei, so do as you think is what you think is best. I think it's best to do it now though, because this little shortcut is incredibly helpful for getting back to Gonbei Entei. I got your coins. Gonbei, we got those coins. We got the coins. Great, thank you. Now we can finish Kabuko's upgrade. You went into a lot of trouble for us. Here, I want you to have this. My way of saying thanks. Emblem Kabuko. Emblem resembling Kabuko. I don't care. Pronunciation, whatever. They're tank. Gotta be honest though, I've got no clue what it does. And I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this thing. How you doing? What's up? I'll run some analysis. Mind if I hold on to it? And there we go. That was Gonbei's little thing. How you doing, SRML? Yep, that's all Gonbei's got for now. Let's get out of here then. Yeah, full SP. Otherwise, not much. Just playing some Blaster Master. Alright, we're finally rid of his water planet, much to Fred's dismay. Just hear a sad croak in the background. He misses the water. But, new discovery. B1, let's see what we got here. I think I remember what we get here. Yes, I do. Alright, let's pick a path. Well, I know game design, so it's clearly going to be the middle one. It's got to be middle. Middle's got to be the progress. Oh, okay. How about left? Let's try around. Left. Left should be progress. Left seems pretty easy. Oh, man. Oh, this isn't the upgrade I thought it was. Never mind. So helpful. So I guess we got to do the spike platforming, which is, let me tell you, a little annoying if you're not careful with it. Ow. Stream. Squirrel might be washed, chat. I don't know what to tell you. I'll take it. The flash sphere. When they explodes and deploys the energy spear. The same thing Gonbei was using for in the boss fight, which is kind of cool. I thought we got a different upgrading, I'll be honest, but I'll take it. Extra grenades are always helpful, especially that one. It's actually not bad. And we've done everything in here. Cool, we're good to go. Let's head off there, you see, shall we? Ever since the Tojo, Eve has been spending more and more time in sleep mode. His body is using Sophia's energy to keep the corruption at bay. Because of that, she stays in Sophia and operates in energy saving mode. Every new sub-weapon maneuver we equip puts more pressure on Sophia's energy systems. Eve must be using her sleep mode to reduce that strain. But in exchange, it's likely taking a toll on her body. What's more, the further we travel, the stronger the mutants get. We need to find a way to increase Sophia's energy output. New discovery! Planetoid C1, I think? Yep, C1. Is this the one I'm thinking of? Yes, it is. Okay, that's exactly what I've been looking for. Is this weapon right here is one of the ones I was thinking of. That's what I thought we were getting beforehand. Okay. So, up this way, we get the Auto Cluster, which is a new main weapon for Sophia. And honestly, a pretty decent one at that. I suppose after we shoot a little bit, let's have Eve explain how this thing works, shall we? The Auto Cluster is an alternate weapon for Sophia's main cannon. Hold the shoot button down to fire repeatedly at the cost of SP. A single shot doesn't have much power, but it's capable of piercing terrain and also fires a cluster bomb for Sophia's rear. It excels at keeping every angle covered. It's especially effective against crawling enemies. It's very useful when you're surrounded. So this is a bit of a weird weapon. It does require SP, and the normal shots are not the most useful. But you do have this little backwards to help clear thing. But most importantly, it shoots through walls. And let me tell you, shooting through walls is pretty helpful. Warning. Because, yeah, you just gotta spray and pray and just destroy everything. It's pretty helpful. But it does chew through your SP, so do be careful with that. Another thing I like to imagine with this weapon as well is like Eve shooting all like the little cluster bombs, Jason's aiming the main cannon. Because like it shoots out the back as well, so I'm like, that's always what I always thought as well when I see this weapon. Again, one of those silly little headcanon things I think of, like, oh yeah, how does this work? If you think about it, if I think about what? Planetoid map C3, as I just die violently. There's also a Master Blaster. True. I think that's everything we need to get here? Yeah, okay. Well, this last planetoid that I think we may call it here? I think we'll at least... no, we'll save it for the next time. Anyway, let's go check out this next planetoid. P3. PO. Oh, it's a Jason level, okay. I don't remember this one. Oh. Oh yeah, these little, like, worm creature things. Oh yeah, we can use Jason to do bomb. You can just set up a little anything that will just do damage in that little area. Kind of a better landmine, but they all kind of have their uses. I do like it though, because of the fact that you can place it on, and it will also eat some shots for you as well. So it does work a little bit as a bit of a shield. Oh hey, we're back. It's Mind Might again. Mighty Mind Might! Oh boy. Yeah, it works exactly the same as you would expect the original Mind Might to work. But if we can get him over here, you can use that to get some extra hits. Mighty, why are you like this? There we go, now he's dead. That's what I'm looking for. The Torch Bomb, a landmine that explodes with a burst of flame. Works as a decoy. So, the Flame Mine is a very interesting weapon. Seen a long time. It's so good. So this little torch mine, as it says, it's something when an enemy steps on it, bursts into flames. But it does have an interesting second use. If you were to use the spread beam and properly, now if you're shooting over like this, it's a little awkward to use, but like you're like this. Now this shot has fire element. So some enemies will have certain elemental weaknesses, so you can actually take advantage with this. It's a little cool, but a little clunky to use. But I do want to keep that, at least bring that up, that you can get fire elemental bonuses for it. And you can also change if you want the proximity mine or the torch bomb. Right now they're kind of all the same thing, but eventually this will get really clogged, so you can just do that there for a little simpler. Eve, got anything to say about the torch bomb? No, I don't care. Thank you, Eve, but I want to hear about the torch bomb specifically. Are there any treasure refugees in the as indie crates? I don't actually know. Oh man. Torch bomb is a fire elemental sub-weapon. As a bomb-type weapon, it's placed in the ground. Any enemies caught in the explosion will be burned and take extra burn damage. It uses both a trap and a decoy. The torch bomb pairs well with the gun level 3 splasher. Yeah, it also is the decoy. It's helpful. I do recommend using it every once in a while. Alright then, I think we've gotten all the stuff we can do today. Yeah, we're done in here for now. Okay, so we're good for this area. Cool. So, I want to say thank you all so much for joining me on the first episode of Blaster Master 02. I'm very excited to continue to do this playthrough. And next time, we'll go in whatever the heck this ship is. But for now, I guess we're scheduling stuff. Tomorrow we got Bowser's, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Egg Story. Should be getting to the last couple streams of that, so look out for that. And then Friday we got Blade Strangers. That's also very exciting. We're doing the lobby play for that. So if you've got Blade Strangers on PC, feel free to come by. We're going to be doing online lobby play. More players the better, so look out for that. And Saturday, me and Cameron should be doing Donkey Kong Country Returns. Yeah, thank y'all so much for being here. And I'll see y'all in the next one, and whatever we're doing next. But for now,